So for this video, we're gonna do the good morning, seated good morning, okay? With a dumbbell. You can do this with the kettlebell, dumbbell, can of soup, your dog, your cat, whatever you prefer, right? So something I like to recommend is, once again, if it's a small weight, you can hold it sideways. Generally speaking, you can hold it sideways. If you got two dumbbells, you're gonna hold it like this. If you got one, you're gonna hold it sideways for the most part. You can do this with just two dumbbells or one, absolutely fine, okay? So you're holding on to the weight. Keep your back straight. So you don't want to be hunched over. You want to keep your back straight. In your chair, you don't want to sit all the way back on the chair, and you don't want to sit too much in the corner. You want to be somewhere in between. So basically your butt and at least half your thighs should be covered for the most part, right? It's not perfect for everyone, but that's around the general placement per se, okay? So back is standing up straight, legs out wide. You don't necessarily have to keep your shoulders back. You can kind of keep them nice and relaxed, but the key is you're bending at the hips. So you're not curling your back, okay? You're keeping your back straight and you're only leaning forward at the hips. So the hip joint is the only thing that is moving. My torso is not. So I'm not doing this motion. I'm only bending the hips. So I got the weight, feet flat on the ground. I come down. I'm not looking up. I keep my face and my chin kind of tucked in a little bit. And then I press down into the ground. So while I lean forward at the hips, I'm pressing my feet into the ground to stand up straight while I'm bringing my hips or my back up. So let me explain that one more time. I lean forward at the hips, press into the ground while I come back up. Lean forward at the hips, press into the ground, coming back up. How far should you go down? As far as your back allows you to maintain a straight back. So what I mean by that is, at a certain point, I'm gonna need to curl my back. That's way too much. So right here, I'm bending my lower back. I wanna make sure I'm coming down just enough for my back to still be straight. Generally speaking, for most people, that's gonna be around calf height or mid-ankle. So you're gonna keep your back straight until you bring that weight, once again, about calf height or mid-ankle if you're really flexible. Really focus on pressing those heels into the ground as you're coming up. Breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down, and keep your neck neutral, which means don't curve it. So don't look up, keep it nice and straight the whole time. And that's how you do the seated good morning.